Hello YouTube, welcome back to another reaction video for Honkai Star Rail. This time I'm looking at Myriad Celestia trailer, History of the Xianzhou, Exodus of the Five Dragons. So I assume this has something to do with Dan Heng. Dan Heng was on the initial front photo picture. It's actually a pretty long video at 3 minutes, so it looks like we're actually going to get some meat with this one. I am super excited as far as Dan Heng and stuff. In my last video I talked about the fact that I'm going for his C0, going for his S1, I'm going for Yukong Eidolons, and I believe maybe more. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because I'm not going to be pulling for Fu Xuan, so I'll have a little bit extra this time around. I'm thinking that maybe his C2 looks pretty good. His C2 looks pretty good, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and get into this video and see what this is all about. The last Myriad was pretty cool with Kafka's, so I'm kind of excited to see what this is going to be about.
I have traversed great lengths seeking a piece of history. The history of long the permanence.
I too know little of the progenitor of all dragons. Before the dawn of history, long traversed the burgeoning chaos, seeking the answer to existence. And on that path, the revelation of the permanence was unraveled. Then came our emergence, us, long scions.
I visited Liaris, a world encircled by 5 suns. The giant dragon sat overseeing the turning of day and night, the change of seasons, sheltering the lives within. Could the revelation of the permanence signify the timeless nature of one's greatness?
The relentless pursuit of individual immortality will only breed an unending multitude of malevolent creatures. Such is the fallacy of the plague's author.
So then does the permanence represent the continuance of bloodline? I also journeyed to the ancestral home of the Infernalian people, in the land of white embers. The undead dragon Typhon's breath showered flames on the land below, bringing forth a flourishing lineage.
Long scions are dispersed throughout countless worlds, living in solitude. In the vastness of the universe, the rise and fall of one race is of little consequence.
It is said that the Vidyadhara formed an alliance with the Xianzhou, and that 5 elders descended upon the mortal realm to keep watch over the plague moths. Perhaps the permanence is the noble ambition that ensures the safety of the universe.
Alas, Imbibitor Lunae forsook his oath, causing a state of great disorder. The High Elders too bear mortal frailties, their heavy burdens ultimately becoming the shackles which bind them.
From your perspective, what does the permanence's revelation truly signify?
As the sun and moon rise and fall, the world undergoes continuous change. So the concept of stability is meaningless. Only by comprehending and aligning with the way of the world can one's path lead to everlasting existence. Countless new creations emerge when one dragon meets its end among the morning stars. For the Vidyadhara, this is the true teaching of the permanence. Within the cycle of life, any endpoint may mark the inception of a new journey. And for him, it is no different.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna have to rewatch that because I feel like my head was empty, no thoughts, head empty, listening to that, because it was very what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? There was a lot of information being thrown out there, and then the voice shifting back and forth. It was very I don't know, it was very jarring. I don't know why it was very jarring. My brain does not did not process any of that really. Let's go back through that one more time.
The history of long the permanence.
Yeah.
I too know little of the progenitor of all dragons.
Why is there two? Who's talking? Why is there two voices going back and forth? My brain just would not could not. My brain, I could not focus on what was being said because it kept flipping back and forth. I'm so confused.
The burgeoning chaos, seeking the answer to existence, and on that path, The revelation of the permanence was unraveled. Then came our emergence, us, long scions.
Right.
I visited Liaris, a world encircled by 5 suns.
It's like it's a jarring switch. It's like, okay, we're talking about this guy, then suddenly this guy just comes and is like, I visited Liaris. Like, okay, like, I don't know. It's jarring.
The giant
it's weird.
dragon sat overseeing the turning of day
And night, the change of season.
and night, the change of seasons, sheltering the lives within. Could the revelation of the permanence signify the timeless nature of one's greatness?
The relentless pursuit of individual immortality will only breed an unending multitude of malevolent creatures. Such is the fallacy of the plague's author.
So then does the permanence represent the continuance of bloodline? I also journey to the ancestral home of the Infernalian people, in the land of white embers. The undead dragon Typhon's breath showered flames on the land below, bringing forth a flourishing lineage.
Long scions are
Wait, so they're speaking about like an undead dragon who brought forth a flourishing lineage.
Showered flames on the land below, bringing forth a flourishing lineage.
Interesting. It's like the opposite of what you would expect from a necromantic dragon. Interesting. I love this art piece.
Scions are dispersed throughout countless worlds,
I love the
living in
art.
solitude. In the vastness of the universe, the rise and fall of one race is of little consequence.
It is said that the Vidyadhara formed an alliance with the Xianzhou, and that 5 elders descended upon the mortal realm to keep watch over the plague moths. Perhaps the permanence is the noble ambition that ensures the safety of the universe.
Alas, Imbibitor Lunae forsook his oath, causing a state of great disorder. The High Elders too bear mortal frailties, their heavy burdens ultimately becoming the shackles which bind them.
From your perspective, what does the permanence's revelation truly signify?
As the sun and moon rise and fall, the world undergoes continuous change.
Okay. This is Calorum Venti. Oh, not Venti. Please, no Ventis. I don't need another Venti, please. I'm not a big fan of Venti. I don't need another Venti. High Elder of the Yanqing? Yao? Is it Yaoqing? Successor of the Winged Dragon, Sovereign of Storms, bound to watch over the lunar embryo. Oh, okay, so this is the moon. This is the moon with which is on the Xianzhou Yanqing or Yaoqing for where Susheng is from. Yeah, where Susheng is from. Yeah.
The concept of stability is meaningless. Only by comprehending and
Arden's
aligning with the way.
Regia. Arden's Regia, High Elder of the Zhuming, successor of the Horn Dragon, wielder of the Heavenly Flame, bound to watch over the Primordial Flame. So it's like a pot that was given them. Okay, interesting. Because all of these things that they watch over, all of these dragons, all of the Vidyadhara who live on the different Xianzhou ships, all watch over and guard a different item that was given to each Xianzhou ship by the Ruin Author, by Yaoshi, in order to keep the Plague Author at bay. So it's an interesting, weird balance of like oath and power and all that other stuff.
Lead to everlasting existence. Countless.
Glacier Marum, High Elder of the Fanghu, successor of the Scale Dragon, Tamer of the Ebbing Frost, bound to watch over the miniature myriads.
New creations emerge when one dragon meets its end among the morning stars. For the Vidyadhara, this is the true teaching of the
Mons
permanence.
Grandis, High Elder of the Yukoi, successor of the Terrestrial Dragon, Ponderer of the Congealed Silence, bound to watch over the Fallow Earth. Interesting. When one dragon meets its mom, countless new creations emerge. Can one's path lead to everlasting existence?
Countless new creations emerge when one dragon meets its end among the morning stars. For the Vidyadhara, this is the true teaching of the permanence.
I have no idea what that means, I'm not gonna lie.
Within the cycle of life,
And then you have
any endpoint may
Don
mark the
Fang,
inception of a
Don
new
Fang.
journey.
I don't know what his full title is.
For him, it is no different.
What's interesting about this, we don't really get to see what his like dragon form is. Okay, that's, I don't know. There's a lot to unpack here. Honestly, it's mostly confusing because I'm not really sure what the philosophical like debate is going on here. Maybe I'm just dumb, but yeah, that's really it. That's all I got for this. I don't really have much to say because I'm honestly still. It's like I have to contemplate what I just watched a little bit more, let it absorb and sink into my thoughts. Because there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot in here. There is very interested about this, and I'm very interested about this. The Undead Dragon Typhon. So things like I like necromancy and undead stuff in RPGs and all that crap. So I'm super interested in that. So yeah. All right, I think with that, that's going to be the end of this video. If you like this kind of content and you liked the reaction, though it might not have been much of a reaction because I'm still contemplating it, yeah, tell me what you thought in the comments below, and I'll try to reply if there's any comments. And maybe we can figure out a discussion about this, or come on over to the Discord and get a discussion going about this, because this is interesting. This is a lot of like, I feel like this is a preview of like some of the things we're going to see in the future as well when it comes to the different dragons and the different Xianzhou ships. We'll probably meet other Vidyahara High Elders. I do wonder how Bailu plays into all of this, because there's a new High Elder who's taken the oath basically to guard over the Ambrosial Arbor. I think that's the thing. I don't think she's doing that. They didn't talk about her doing that, and so it's a little muddy. So it's very interesting. I want to see what they're going to do with that. Yeah. All right. Like I said, if you enjoyed this kind of content, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.